Stop before you spend another penny, because one ordinary-looking 1984 Lincoln cent could have a secret that most people never notice. And if you miss it, you could accidentally give away a coin that collectors are willing to pay serious money for. Most people see a worn penny and think it's only worth 1 cent. But experienced collectors know that tiny details can turn an everyday coin into something special. Today we're looking at the famous 1984 Lincoln penny with no mint mark and the unusual features that have made certain examples highly collectible. Before you dig through your change, there's one important detail you absolutely need to know. The first mystery starts with the missing mint mark. Many people believe that no mint mark automatically means a coin is rare. That's not true. In 1984, pennies without a mint mark were struck in Philadelphia, and millions were produced. So if there are so many of them, why are collectors searching for this date? Here's where everything changes. A small number of 1984 pennies show a dramatic doubled ear on Abraham Lincoln's portrait. Instead of a normal ear, you'll notice what looks like a second ear underneath the first one. It's one of the most famous double-die varieties in the Lincoln cent series, and once you know what to look for, it's hard to unsee. But don't stop there. Condition matters just as much as the error itself. A heavily worn coin may still interest collectors, but a bright, sharply struck example with little or no wear can command much stronger prices. That's why professionals carefully examine the coin's surfaces, color, and overall preservation before assigning a grade. Now comes the question everyone asks. Could your 1984 no mint mark penny be worth $1 million? For the overwhelming majority, the answer is no. Most 1984 Philadelphia pennies are worth only face value, or a small premium if they're in exceptional uncirculated condition. However, authenticated examples of the famous double-ear variety have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars depending on their grade, with the finest known examples bringing the strongest prices at major auctions. That's exactly why checking your pocket change is so exciting. You aren't looking for just any 1984 penny. You're looking for the right variety in the best possible condition. One tiny detail can make all the difference. So grab a magnifying glass and inspect the date, Lincoln's ear, and the overall condition before tossing that penny into a jar. You never know what has been hiding in plain sight for decades. Have you ever found an unusual penny in your change, or are you checking a 1984 cent right now? Let everyone know in the comments. And if you enjoy discovering hidden treasures that could be sitting in your pocket, subscribe for more stories about rare coins, valuable varieties, and the fascinating history behind America's everyday money. Stop scrolling because the penny hiding in your pocket right now could be worth more than a luxury mansion, and almost nobody knows why. Before you spend another cent, you need to see this incredible story. Most people think every old penny is just spare change. But one unusual 1992 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark has collectors searching through jars, piggy banks, and family coin collections with unbelievable excitement. The reason is a tiny detail that many people miss completely, and that single detail can change everything. Imagine cleaning out an old dresser after a relative passes away. You find a handful of dirty pennies, ready to toss into a coin machine. Then someone notices something strange. Suddenly, those ordinary coins deserve a closer look, because hidden among them could be a legendary rarity that serious collectors dream about finding. The mystery begins with the spacing of the letters on the reverse. On a very small number of 1992 pennies, the letters appear much closer together than expected. This famous close AM variety became one of the most talked about modern Lincoln cent discoveries. When the coin also carries the D mint mark and remains in outstanding condition, collector interest can skyrocket. Here is where many people make a costly mistake. They see a 1992 D penny, assume it is common, and spend it without checking the reverse design carefully. Others clean the coin, thinking it will increase the value. In reality, cleaning usually damages the surface and can reduce what collectors are willing to pay. Now the suspense reaches its peak. What could one tiny penny actually be worth? Most examples are worth only face value. Some are worth a few dollars. But an authentic 1992 D-Close AM penny in exceptional condition has sold for astonishing prices at auction, with the rarest and finest examples reaching life-changing values. Stories about million-dollar possibilities continue to fuel treasure hunters, although such prices would require an extraordinary combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. That is exactly why experts recommend slowing down before spending old coins. Check the date. Look for the D mint mark. Examine the reverse carefully with a magnifying glass. Compare the spacing of the letters with trusted reference images. A few extra minutes could save you from unknowingly giving away something incredibly valuable. So let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually looked at the pennies sitting in your change jar? You might already own a hidden collectible without realizing it. Tell me in the comments if you have ever found an unusual coin, and which year surprised you the most. If you enjoy discovering hidden money secrets hiding in everyday pocket change, subscribe now because the next rare coin we uncover could already be waiting inside your own home. Stop scrolling because the next penny you ignore could secretly be worth a life-changing fortune. What if an ordinary-looking 1993 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is hiding in your pocket, coin jar, or old family collection right now? Most people spend these coins without giving them a second thought, and that simple mistake could cost thousands, or even more. Today, you will discover why some collectors search endlessly for this mysterious 1993 Lincoln penny, what makes certain examples so special, the tiny details that separate common coins from valuable treasures, and why checking your spare change has never been more important. Stay with me because the biggest surprise comes near the end. At first glance, every 1993 Lincoln penny without a mint mark looks almost identical. That is exactly why valuable examples often escape unnoticed. Millions were produced, but only a tiny number have the rare combination of outstanding condition, striking quality, and unusual characteristics collectors fight over. Here is where things become interesting. Many people believe old automatically means valuable. That is completely wrong. Some older pennies are worth only 1 cent, while certain newer coins have sold for astonishing prices because of rare errors, exceptional preservation, or unique production features. Imagine cleaning out your kitchen drawer and finding a bright red 1993 Lincoln penny that has never circulated. Instead of tossing it into a coin machine, you decide to inspect it carefully. Under good lighting, you notice sharp lettering, clean surfaces, and almost perfect details. Suddenly, what looked ordinary begins to feel very different. But there is another twist. Serious collectors also search for unusual minting errors, including dramatic off-center strikes, double details, die cracks, or other production mistakes. These unexpected features can transform an everyday coin into something collectors eagerly compete to own. Now comes the moment you have been waiting for. While most 1993 Lincoln pennies without a mint mark are worth only face value or a small premium, the finest known examples with exceptional quality or remarkable errors have been connected with incredible stories claiming values reaching $1 million under extraordinary circumstances. That possibility keeps collectors searching every single day. Before you spend another penny, take a few minutes to inspect every 1993 Lincoln cent you own. Look closely, compare details, and never clean the coin because cleaning can destroy collector value almost instantly. Have you ever found an unusual penny that made you stop and wonder what it might be worth? Tell us in the comments because your discovery could inspire someone else to check their collection. And if you enjoy uncovering hidden money hiding in plain sight, subscribe now because the next incredible coin could already be waiting in your pocket. Stop scrolling because the penny hiding in your pocket could be worth far more than your car. One tiny detail on a 1998 Lincoln penny has collectors searching everywhere, and most people never notice it before spending the coin without a second thought. Imagine buying a cup of coffee with a penny that could have changed your finances forever. That sounds unbelievable, but rare coin discoveries happen more often than most people realize. Today, we're uncovering the truth about the 1998 Lincoln penny with a Denver mint mark and the mysterious Brahma variety that has sparked excitement across the coin collecting world. At first glance, every 1998 Lincoln penny looks nearly identical. Abraham Lincoln's portrait appears familiar, and the reverse seems completely ordinary. That's exactly why valuable examples continue slipping through everyday change unnoticed. But here's where everything changes. Tiny differences created during the minting process can separate a common 1-cent coin from a collector's dream. Many people believe every old penny is valuable, but that's simply not true. Age alone means very little. Condition, unusual minting errors, and genuine rarity are what drive serious prices. A scratched or heavily worn coin usually won't attract premium offers, while a sharply preserved example with the right characteristics can become incredibly desirable. Now let's talk about the mystery surrounding the so-called Brahma 1998 Lincoln penny. Online stories often claim these coins are worth $1 million. That headline grabs attention, but reality is more complicated. No ordinary 1998 Lincoln penny automatically carries $1 million price tag. Collectors pay extraordinary amounts only for exceptionally rare errors, remarkable condition, or unique features verified by professional grading services. So before you dismiss your pocket change, inspect every detail carefully. Look closely for unusual doubling, off-center strikes, dramatic die cracks, ing design elements, or other mint errors. Use a magnifying glass and compare your coin with trusted reference images. The smallest difference could completely change its appeal to collectors. Here's the exciting part. Some rare modern Lincoln pennies with significant mint errors have sold for thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars, proving that valuable treasures really can hide in everyday change. While million-dollar claims should always be treated with caution, discovering a genuine error coin is still an incredible possibility worth investigating. So, have you checked your pennies lately? Take a closer look before you spend another one, because your next handful of change could hold an unexpected surprise. If you enjoy uncovering hidden money hiding in plain sight, subscribe and join us for more fascinating coin discoveries that might already be waiting in your pocket today. Stop scrolling because the penny hiding in your pocket could be far more interesting than you ever imagined. Most people spend it without a second thought, but one tiny detail could change everything. Before you ignore another handful of change, you need to see what collectors are hunting for right now. Today we're looking at the 2007 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a coin millions of Americans have handled without ever checking closely. While most are worth only 1 cent, a few unusual examples with rare errors or exceptional condition have created incredible excitement among collectors. The real mystery is knowing which ones deserve a closer look. Here's where the story gets interesting. In 2007, Philadelphia pennies were normally struck without a mint mark, so finding one without a mint mark isn't rare by itself. That's the mistake many people make. They hear a rumor online, assume every 2007 penny is valuable, then end up disappointed. The real treasures are the coins with something unusual that sets them apart. Now imagine dumping out an old coin jar from your kitchen. Mixed in with ordinary pennies could be one showing an off-center strike, a dramatic die crack, a double design, or another genuine mint error. Suddenly that common-looking coin becomes something collectors actually want. That's why experienced collectors inspect every detail before spending a single penny. But don't stop there. Condition can completely change the story. A 2007 Lincoln penny that still has blazing original color, sharp details, and almost no signs of wear is far more desirable than one that's been bouncing around in pockets for years. Professional grading can make an enormous difference when a truly special coin is discovered. Now for the question everyone asks. Is every 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth $1 million? Absolutely not. Most examples remain worth face value or only a small premium. However, exceptionally rare error coins in outstanding condition can sell for impressive amounts, and remarkable auction prices are what keep collectors searching through rolls, piggy banks, and family collections every single day. So before you spend another penny, grab a magnifying glass and inspect the date, the lettering, Lincoln's portrait, and the overall strike. The smallest detail could separate an ordinary coin from one that's genuinely collectible. That's the thrill of the hunt, because nobody knows where the next exciting discovery will appear. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever found an unusual Lincoln penny, or are you checking your pocket change tonight? Tell us in the comments because your discovery could inspire someone else's lucky find. And if you love uncovering hidden money hiding in everyday coins, subscribe and join us for more fascinating coin stories and collector secrets. Stop scrolling because the penny hiding in your pocket could be worth far more than your car. Most people spend it without a second thought, and that tiny mistake could cost them a life-changing payday. Today we're uncovering the mystery behind the 2011 Brahma Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a coin surrounded by online rumors, collector excitement, and plenty of confusion. By the end, you'll know what makes certain 2011 pennies special, what details to inspect, and why some collectors carefully examine every single one before spending it. At first glance, every 2011 Lincoln penny looks almost identical. Abraham Lincoln's portrait appears familiar, the shield design seems ordinary, and nothing jumps out as unusual. That's exactly why valuable examples are so easy to miss. Here's where things get interesting. A missing mint mark on a 2011 penny doesn't automatically make it rare. Pennies struck in Philadelphia normally have no mint mark, so millions were produced that way. But condition, striking quality, and unusual mint errors can completely change the story. Imagine opening an old coin jar passed down from a family member. You dump hundreds of pennies onto the table, expecting nothing special. Then one coin catches your eye because the lettering looks different, the strike appears unusually sharp, or there's a strange error hiding in plain sight. Suddenly, an ordinary evening becomes a treasure hunt. Collectors pay close attention to dramatic errors like off-center strikes, double designs, die cracks, clipped planchets, and coins graded in exceptional mint state condition. Those are the pieces that can attract serious attention at auctions, especially when professionally authenticated. Now comes the part everyone wants to hear. You may have seen claims that a 2011 no mint mark Lincoln penny is worth $1 million. Those headlines grab attention, but no ordinary circulation example has verified sales anywhere near that amount. The highest values are Gen. Airoli reserved for spectacular mint errors or nearly perfect certified coins, which can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity and demand. That doesn't mean you should ignore your change. The next penny you find could still hold an overlooked error that most people would never notice. A careful inspection with a magnifying glass might reveal something surprisingly valuable. So let me ask you this. When was the last time you actually looked at the pennies sitting in your drawer instead of spending them automatically? You could already own a fascinating collectible without realizing it. Keep searching, stay curious, and never assume a common-looking coin has a common value. If you enjoy uncovering hidden money secrets hiding in everyday pocket change, subscribe and join us for more incredible coin discoveries that could turn ordinary change into an extraordinary surprise. Stop scrolling because the penny hiding in your pocket could be worth a fortune, and most people spend it without ever taking a second look. What if today's spare change includes a coin collector's dream about finding? Stay with me because this story only gets more unbelievable from here. Millions of Americans have handled a 2013 Lincoln penny, but very few know that certain examples have sparked huge excitement among collectors. While most are worth only 1 cent, unusual errors, exceptional condition, and rare characteristics can turn an ordinary-looking coin into something people desperately want to own. Imagine cleaning out an old jar of change from your kitchen counter. You expect enough for a cup of coffee, but instead you notice a bright 2013 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. At first it seems completely ordinary. That's exactly why so many valuable coins slip through people's fingers every single day. Here's where things become interesting. A missing mint mark on a 2013 Lincoln penny isn't automatically rare because Philadelphia coins normally have no mint mark. The real mystery begins when that coin also shows unusual striking errors, dramatic die varieties, or flawless uncirculated condition that makes collectors compete fiercely. Most people never inspect the tiny details. They ignore doubled lettering, strange die cracks, off-center strikes, or unusual surfaces that separate everyday pennies from coins collectors remember for years. Missing those clues could mean overlooking something far more valuable than a single cent. Now imagine sending that coin to a professional grading service. Experts examine every detail under magnification, confirming authenticity and assigning a condition grade. Even a common coin can become dramatically more desirable if it survives an extraordinary condition with sharp details and original mint luster. But here's the part that gets exaggerated across the internet. You may have seen headlines claiming a 2013 no-mint mark. Lincoln penny is worth millions of dollars. Those stories grab attention, yet no normal circulation example has officially sold for anywhere near that amount. Genuine value depends on verified rarity, condition, and documented collector demand. That doesn't mean you should ignore your pennies. Rare error coins and superbly preserved examples can still sell for impressive amounts, especially when collectors battle for the finest known pieces. The only way to know what you have is to inspect it carefully before spending it. So before you toss another handful of change into a vending machine, check every 2013 Lincoln penny closely. Have you ever found a strange-looking coin that made you stop and wonder if it was special? Tell us in the comments because your discovery might surprise everyone. And if you love uncovering hidden money hiding in plain sight, subscribe and join us for more incredible coin secrets waiting to be found. Stop what you're doing before you spend another penny, because one ordinary-looking 2014 Lincoln penny could be hiding a story that surprises almost everyone. The biggest mistake is assuming every modern penny is only worth 1 cent. That assumption has cost people incredible fines before, and your next handful of change could deserve a much closer look. Today we're uncovering the mystery behind the 2014 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Millions were made, so why do collectors inspect them so carefully? The answer isn't the date alone. It's the tiny details that most people never notice. By the end, you'll know exactly what separates a common penny from one that could be worth far more than face value. Here's where things get interesting. A 2014 Lincoln penny without a mint mark was struck in Philadelphia. Most examples are extremely common, but collectors aren't chasing average coins. They're searching for exceptional condition, dramatic mint errors, and unusual varieties that can transform an ordinary-looking coin into something special. Imagine dumping a jar of pennies onto your kitchen table. Almost every coin looks the same at first. Then one catches your eye. Maybe the lettering appears doubled. Maybe the strike looks unusually sharp. Maybe there's an off-center design or another genuine mint error. Suddenly, that penny deserves a second look instead of a trip to the cash register. But don't believe every headline claiming a modern penny is worth $1 million. That's where many people get fooled. Extraordinary prices require extraordinary coins. Authentication, professional grading, rarity, and collector demand all play a huge role in determining real market value. Now for the reveal. A typical 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is usually worth only face value or a small premium if it's uncirculated. However, rare certified error coins or exceptionally preserved examples can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Stories about million-dollar VALUs are attention-grabbing, but there is no widely verified sale of a regular 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln penny reaching $1 million. So what should you check? Look closely for doubling in the lettering, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, missing design elements, or other genuine mint errors. Handle any unusual coin carefully, avoid cleaning it, and consider having it examined by a reputable coin dealer or professional grading service. Now I'm curious. Have you ever found a strange penny in your pocket change that looked different from the rest? Let everyone know, because your story might help another collector discover something valuable. The next incredible coin could be sitting in your change jar right now, waiting for someone who knows what to look for. If you enjoy uncovering hidden money secrets and fascinating coin discoveries, subscribe and keep checking every penny before you spend it. One careful look could make all the difference. Stop scrolling because the penny sitting in your pocket right now could be worth far more than your car. Most people spend it without a second thought, and that mistake could cost them a life-changing payday. Before you spend another cent, you need to hear this unbelievable story. The 2018 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark has become one of those coins that sparks huge excitement among collectors. At first glance, it looks completely ordinary. It has Lincoln on the front, the Union shield on the back, and nothing seems unusual. But hidden details can make all the difference, and that's where the mystery begins. Imagine cleaning out an old jar of change on a quiet weekend. You separate the shiny coins from the worn ones, then one penny catches your eye. It looks just a little different. That tiny moment has happened to real collectors, and sometimes it leads to discoveries worth far more than anyone expected. Here's where things get interesting. Many people believe every 2018 penny is common because millions were made. That's true for normal examples. But coins with unusual characteristics, striking errors, dramatic die varieties, or exceptional condition can become incredibly desirable. A single overlooked detail can completely change the story. Now don't rush to celebrate just yet. Not every 2018 no mint mark penny is valuable. The biggest mistake people make is assuming any ordinary coin is worth a fortune. Smart collectors examine the surfaces carefully, looking for unusual doubling, off-center strikes, missing design elements, or other genuine mint errors before making any conclusions. Condition matters just as much as rarity. A coin that looks freshly made, with sharp details and almost no wear, can command much stronger prices than one that's scratched or heavily circulated. Professional grading can also make a huge difference when collectors compete for the finest known examples. So how much could one really be worth? This is where the excitement are. Each another level. While internet rumors often claim a 2018 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is worth millions of dollars, those claims are usually unsupported. Truly extraordinary error coins or elite, certified examples can sell for impressive amounts, but ordinary 2018 pennies are generally worth only face value. That's why careful authentication is so important. Now it's your turn. Have you checked your change lately? Take a close look before spending another penny because you never know what hidden surprise could be waiting. If you enjoy uncovering forgotten treasures and learning which everyday coins deserve a second look, subscribe and join us for more hidden money secrets that might already be sitting in your pocket today. Stop scrolling because the penny in your pocket could be worth far more than your car. Most people never look twice at a 2023 Lincoln penny, but one tiny detail could change everything before you accidentally spend it. Believe it or not, collectors are constantly searching through ordinary pocket change hoping to uncover a modern rarity. One of the biggest surprises involves the 2023 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark. At first glance, it looks completely normal. That's exactly what makes the mystery so exciting. Hidden among millions of everyday coins are a handful with unusual features that can send collectors into a bidding frenzy. Here's where things get interesting. The Denver Mint produced billions of pennies, but not every coin left the presses exactly the same. Tiny minting mistakes, dramatic die errors, off-center strikes, double details, or other unusual production flaws can transform an ordinary 1-cent coin into something collectors desperately want. Most people overlook these details because they simply don't know what to look for. Now imagine finding one while cleaning out a jar of loose change. Sounds impossible, right? Yet incredible discoveries happen every year. That's why experienced collectors inspect every coin instead of assuming modern pennies have no value. Sometimes the newest coins create the biggest surprises. Take a close look at the date, the D mint mark beneath it, Lincoln's portrait, and every letter on both sides. Watch for doubling, strange lines, missing design elements, unusual color, or an off-center strike. Even a tiny difference can make experts take notice. Condition matters too. A flawless coin with a rare mint error is far more desirable than a worn example. But don't believe every headline claiming an ordinary 2023 D Lincoln penny is automatically worth $1 million. The eye-popping prices come from exceptionally rare error coins or extraordinary examples professionally authenticated and graded. Without those SPE SIL characteristics, most 2023D pennies are only worth face value. Still, that's exactly why the hunt is so addictive. You never know whether the next penny you receive at the grocery store could be the one collectors have been searching for. One careful look could save you from spending a remarkable coin without realizing it. So here's my question. Have you checked your pocket change lately, or could a valuable penny already be sitting in your coin jar? Share your discoveries in the comments because your story might inspire someone else to search before it's too late. And if you love uncovering hidden money hiding in everyday coins, subscribe and stay with us because the next incredible discovery could already be waiting in your pocket today.